Good morning, everybody. Today is March 12th, 2020. This is a Thursday, and today the market was down 2,200 points, and at that point the New York Stock Exchange actually halted the trading because they have those breakers that's supposed to cool down the market and give it some time to reassemble itself, rethink the trades and rethink the situation. But once the trading resumed, nothing really changed, so we're still around 2,000 points down on Dow. And Europe is also in a toilet, minus like almost 10% for a day. And the reason is that, American response to, now it's called pandemic, of the coronavirus was pretty harsh. And basically Trump yesterday announced that Europeans would not be allowed to fly to America nowadays for like 30 days or something like that, because it looks like some of them definitely are carrying coronavirus, maybe undetected yet, and basically they're seeding America with this disease. So and they're basically spreading the virus when America is trying to control it. And there were some valid things that were told by Trump last night, saying that Europe was very relaxed about the virus when it started, even though they are very close proximity to China, and obviously they have a lot of Chinese tourists that are going back and forth. And I'm not surprised actually that Italy became such a epicenter for the coronavirus infection and spread, because Italy is a big tourist destination, but also it's a big shopping destination, and a lot of people, especially people who are well off, I'm not talking just rich people, but people like middle class, they travel to Italy for shopping, because you obviously know there's like very expensive Italian brands such as Gucci, Versace, and so on and so forth, that rarely go on a discount in foreign countries, because there's only a limited supply of the things, and it's usually being bought out by people in different countries. However, if you go to Italy, obviously this is the motherland of these brands, and they have plenty of choice and plenty of selection. So and since they compete with each other now, kind of like on their own territory, they always have pretty good sales, and almost like outlets like we have in America here. So obviously a lot of people from different countries, especially from China, because in China they do make quite a bit of money, I mean at least some people, so they go shopping in Italy and obviously spread the virus because they're carrying it. So, and then another interesting news that yesterday Tom Hanks and his wife declared that they have coronavirus because they are right now in Australia, and Australia is also is having a pretty good pretty large infection rate right now. So but this shows you that just because you're rich and famous, you're not immune to this thing. And we'll be all closely watching what's going to happen with Tom Hanks, because the guy is kind of old. He's like, I think I don't know, he's like close to 70 or 71 or something. Basically he's in that category of citizens that, or senior citizens that are experiencing pretty high death rate from the coronavirus. So in light of all those things, actually for stock investors, again, this is a pretty good market if you are on a short side. And when I say a good market is an easily predictable market, okay? And as I already said in my previous videos, in order to get a cure for coronavirus, and coronavirus is the main driver for this financial collapse in the stock market. So if you want to bet on a miracle, then don't, because if there's a vaccine or if there's antiviral medication, it's gonna take months to get it approved, to get it tested, to get it confirmed, and maybe the government will speed it up and do all kinds of things, but still, it will take quite a bit of time to be developed and released, and then multiplied, so hundreds of thousands of people would be able to get it, especially if it's a vaccine. The good thing is that after the bird flu, we built pretty good, monster size plants that produce vaccines before they were produced from eggs, from chicken eggs. And now the technology actually changed, and they're kind of creating this huge soup without using eggs. And with this type of approach, you could get a lot of vaccine very quickly. So the other thing is that this market is so depressed, and people are so kind of down in terms of their I guess mental state, that nobody really wants to play the market, or especially hold the positions overnight, because every day you don't have control of any news anymore. I mean, the only thing you could control of is to take your money and kind of stay on sidelines or short it. So and obviously shorting is also kind of a dangerous thing, because you don't know what kind of gimmicks the government will come up next, trying to boost the market, like it happened during 2008 financial crisis. So your best bet is to buy ETFs that short the market. They're called inverse ETFs, or to buy option puts for blue chip stocks. If you want to find out which inverse ETFs to buy and watch and how to make money off it, please go to the website foretf.com. It will take you directly to the Apple App Store, where you could download, install, and run my app on your iPhone, iPad, or Apple TV. And it covers 2,200 ETFs, including inverse ETFs, and it will give you a daily buy, sell, and hold recommendations. Thank you for your time. Stay healthy, and good luck trading.